in the mud, boots in the mud, stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer, Yeah. I stomp in the dirt, Glass City on my shirt, 419 on the grind, putting soul in the work. From the bay to the block, you can hear that sound. Toledo in the blood, roots deep in the ground. Yeah, I walk with a broken glass cut through the pain, but we stronger than the struggle. Sunshine through rain, river rolling, got the walleye on the line. Every hook, every cast, yeah, the city still shine. Got my boots in the mud, stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer, Clap, 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 stomp, stomp, let the beat ride slow. Glass City blues with a hip-hop flow. From the east side, hustle to the west side, pride. We the heart of the 419, won't hide. See the sparks from the glass, shine in the street. Hear the boots in the mud, feel the bass in the beat. Catch a fish, say a prayer, let the river remind. It's the soul of Toledo, keep the step in time. Oh, down by the water. Glass cuts deep, but it makes us stronger. Boots too heavy, but we still keep stepping. 419, yeah, that's the only direction. Got my boots in the mud, stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer, Boots in the mud, stepping on glass, catching that walleye. Toledo soul, damn, it don't get no realer, Boots in the mud.
Long days, hard nights, world moving too fast. Bills on the table, still chasing the past. I've had my doubts, I've had my fears, but every time I look at you, they disappear.
I've seen storms, felt pain, learned how to be strong. Tried doing life all on my own, but you came in when my smile was gone. Turned my broken days into a favorite song.
When everything around me's falling apart,
You remind me who I am. And when the weight of life gets heavy on your heart, I'll always take your hand.
you're the reason I still believe in love. You're the reason I don't give up when the world gets cold. We're enough, yeah. You're the reason I still smile through the pain. You're the sunshine after the rain. If happiness had a name, it'd be yours, yeah. You're the reason.
I don't need much, don't need it all, just you beside me. When I fall, every dream feels closer now, 'cause you remind me what this life's about.
They say love fades, feelings change, but what we got ain't fragile, babe. Through every high and low we face, I choose you again every single day.
When the noise gets loud and the road gets tough, we lean on us. You're the reason I still believe in love. You're the reason see me.
You love me honestly.
Ain't perfect, but it's real. That's the kind of love you feel.
If I'm standing tall today, it's 'cause you didn't walk away. You're the reason we're still happy inside, still laughing, still trying, still choosing love every time, yeah. You're reason through the seasons, through the years, through the doubts, through the tears. As long as you're right here,
I know why. You're the reason
why love feels like golden sun, we were running free, chasing dreams underneath the trees. Voices laughing, echoes in the night, streetlights shining, everything felt right. No tomorrow weighing on our minds. Every moment was a treasure in time. Life was simple, love was near. All those memories feel so clear. If I could go back just one more day, back to the park where the children play. No worries, no fears, just joy in the air. The world was ours, we didn't care. If I could turn back, let me stay. Oh, just give me one more day. Swing sets creaking to the summer song. Every heartbeat where we all belong. Pavement games, hopscotch on the ground. Every corner held the magic we found. Now the years move faster than the rain, but in my soul I still feel the same. Take me back where love was true, to the moments when the skies were blue. If I could go back just one more day, back to the park where the children play. No worries, no fears, just joy in the air. The world was ours, we didn't care. If I could turn back, let me stay. Oh, just give me one more day. Time keeps moving on, but my heart still sings that song of laughter in the summer breeze. All those days meant everything. If I could go back just one more day, back to the park where the children play. No worries, no fears, just joy in the air. The world was ours, we didn't care. If I could turn back, let me stay. Oh, just give me one more day. One more day. One more day. Take me back. Just one more day.
Wake up, Toledo.
Wake your ass up.
You're listening to the 419 Grinds Rise and Grind Morning Show.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your boy, your host, Sean Wan, in the studio with the DJ Impress.
Good morning, everybody that smiled at least twice last week. If you did it only one time, it might have been an accident. So we'll give you the accidental smile. But if you smiled twice, good morning to you.
Yeah, that's it.
And if y'all hear me blowing my nose this morning, man, mind your business. That's it.
Mind your business. Mind your business. It's that time of the year.
Man.
It's that time of the year. In the studio with the producer of the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show, it's Jesse Coleman.
Good morning, Duke Blue Devils.
Oh, yeah.
Camden, North Carolina. Good morning to the Dukies out there.
Oh, man.
Dookie, that is the correct word for this morning.
Man, listen, that was bananas.
Man.
That's why they call it March Madness.
Man.
That's why they call it March Madness.
And I'm going to tell you, like, I had Duke winning it all.
I did too.
But like, I said, I don't know if I said it on the win or lose, but it's hard in college to have your best player be a big man in March. You got to have a guard that catch fire in order to win the chip in March, man. And Cam, he did everything he could do, but man,
You know what? I don't know if it's I don't want to talk about it really here, but I don't know if that was a coaching mistake. Because the ball should never have got to Cameron, the other twin,
right?
Because he hasn't been in those pressure. Well, I don't know. They've been winning all their lives. It's the Boozer brothers.
Yeah.
So you can't say what shouldn't have done, but yeah, tough loss.
Get in deep conversation about that over there on the Win and Lose podcast show.
Yes. Later on after this show, we will be taking a deep dive
into that.
Into March Madness and some other stuff. So,
Good morning, everyone. Hope your weekend was good. Hope you were able to get some rest. Hope you were able to get your mental in order. Because, that's important. It's a little rough for me this morning because, I had the 169th.
Yeah.
That's what it was, the 169th Dose of Reality program. And shout out to the people that stepped up. So we had an individual that kind of backed out at the last minute where we couldn't use the facility. So I panicked. But my grandmother always told me, you can't think when you're mad. So I was like, if I have a platform, let me use my platform to see who's out there. So I used it, put a post up on Facebook, and people showed up. Thank you, Cuzzo, for showing up.
Oh, no doubt. Look, if I can, anything I can do, man, I'm there.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Like, y'all showed up, and shout out to the Frederick Douglass Center. They was like, Sean, you can just use the Doug, and I'm like, oh snap, and we have people that come from out of town. So we had someone that literally came all the way 2.5 hour drive to Toledo for one night of help. And we had some other people that kind of stepped out and just wanted to see the program. And they were very, very impressed. They was like, wow, this is a much needed program. So I always say, ladies and gentlemen, it's nothing, discipline, it's not punishment. And it's okay to show our youth some tough love out of love. And when we deny our youth the opportunity to understand accountability, shame on you.
Right.
Shame on you shame on you that you would do everything possible to not want to save a child's life. And that's just the God's honest truth. If you're not, we see what's going on across the world. We see what's going on in our own community. And people will, be like, what are we going to do with these kids? They out of control and they this and they that. Well, we have something in place to at least show them accountability. And when the powers that be are fighting, and it's not even that they're fighting against what. Now, check this out, Jesse. They're not fighting for the children not to understand accountability. They're fighting with the man of color who's trying to help the kids that is trying to teach them accountability. And that's how I know the mindset of people. It ain't about the kids. They be like, yeah, whatever.
It's not like they don't want the kids to get help. It's just the fact that this person is helping the kids.
This person is helping the kids. So, but, to God be the glory, man, that, if a person has been consistently for 15 years have done 169 dose of reality programs.
Hey man, ain't you shorten yourself some years?
No. For the dose of reality.
Dose of reality.
okay, all
Yeah,
right,
for the dose. Now it's 20 years overall.
Okay,
But
all
just
right.
for the dose of reality program, it's been 15 years, and we, like I said, we just completed our 169th dose of reality program. So, and the crazy thing about it is how my phone rings every day where people are crying out for help.
Yeah.
And so when we deny people the resources, that's where the accountability should be at those entities or agencies or institutions that will not even use it as a resource. It becomes a bigger issue and a problem. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna always say, ladies and gentlemen, nothing changes if nothing changes. So
And I can attest to your phone ringing. I think we was at Rare and I was enjoying those lovely jerky chicken and pineapple tacos. The phone was ringing when you came to my office so we could have a conversation. A mom was calling in desperate need of help because she didn't know, what to do with her kids. So the phone was ringing.
right.
I was eating tacos.
But listen, look, so let's just switch and let's just go. Ladies and gentlemen, hear me now, believe me later. DJ Impress, that boy can eat. Man, listen, dude. You used to eat when you was a little boy, but a grown man, you be enjoying food when you eat it, brother.
And man, ain't no other way to do it, right?
I mean, it look like you be thinking like, okay, what seasoning is this on? Okay, let me put some more sauce on it. And man, listen,
Look.
you the sauce king, brother.
This big back didn't come here by itself, right? You have to earn the big backness of Amani features, right? And look, I love hot stuff. I love anything hot. Like most people say I don't have no taste buds because when I go to like B-dubs or anything, I always order the hottest wings or it just anything hot. I cook a lot with habaneros and jalapenos and all that stuff. So yeah, you put some heat on it, I'm with it.
Yeah. So for those who may make up their own batches of sauces for their barbecue or whatever, hit up DJ Impress because he need a bottle of something.
Man.
And I'm gonna have to go to Jamaican Reggae Kitchen, man, and get you some more sauce.
I know
man.
I said I'm going up there this week because I ran out of the sauce that he left up here. So I'm going up there like, look, bro.
There's some other sauce in here that he left too. I don't know if it's
Not that. It's not that.
Okay.
It was. That one was, I think, a little sweet. I like the hot stuff. So yeah, I'm like,
Man.
look, bro,
Hey.
I'm gonna let you finish these oxtails, but I need a jar of that sauce, man. Just let me get the sauce, bro.
Man, good morning to Tanika May, man. She need to call in and let us know what she got going on, man. Like, she is definitely a mover and a shaker. 419-740-0433. Shout out to the insurance man himself. Tyrone McCain is via watching us live.
Yeah.
Why you don't come in on Mondays?
you do.
For
the sports show.
For the sports show, that's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got to put in double time.
Right.
He got to put in extra.
Yeah, he's got parental duties.
Oh, parental duties.
during the day.
I get it. I I definitely get it. But yeah, that's what that is. Shout out to what was this? Marcus Bear Harrison.
Yeah. What up, Mark?
Yeah. We want to make sure we got C. Brian Brown Sr. Miss Barry.
Sorry.
Miss Barry is here. Yeah. And we got some folks here. Just want to make sure.
We got the regular crew here. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
we appreciate y'all.
Yep. You guys are definitely a part of what we do and how we do it. Also, I just want to make some announcements real quick here. We have the Toledo Walk for Lupus, May 17th, 2026 at Ottawa Park. That will be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also have the Unfinished Girl Conference, which will be May 14th through the 16th here in Toledo, Ohio. This coming up Saturday, we have the 15th Annual Business and Health Expo on this Saturday, April 4th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Epworth United Methodist Church on Central Avenue. We have on April the 11th, Getting Your Affairs in Order with Deborah Barnett. For information for that, Getting Your Affairs in Order, call 419-297-4232. And then this coming up Saturday, we have our first meeting for the Circle.
The Circle.
The Circle. Yeah, man. So we're going to be at 316 North Michigan Street, right across the street from the main library. And we will be at 50 Way Studio. It's on the 9th floor. So that's going to be from 1 to 3. So just step out, come out, support these events that's going on. And let's make it a better Toledo. Let's finish out 2026 strong.
Yeah.
So that's what that is. What's going on in your world, Jesse?
Oh, just moving and shaking. Not really.
No.
Just trying to get people in the studio.
And man, every time we come in, man, it'd be something different.
What's different now?
The TV wasn't up there in the front. Was it?
Okay, yeah. I'm still working working on the lobby area, or front studio area type thing.
Bob the Builder, I keep telling you.
Man, listen. Listen.
I'm speaking into existence, though. The only thing that I don't like about it, and I'm just a pessimist like that, is that we need our own. We need to own the space that we putting all of this work and stuff into. We add a lot of value to this.
Oh no! When we leave, we take it out.
Yeah. But it's something about not having to leave. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So we gonna speak that into existence. Somebody gonna be like, man, I love what y'all doing over there. I'm gonna bless y'all with all of this money. Go get y'all a building.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm talking about.
So actually,
then we can hire people to build the stuff.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
Right.
There you go. That's the direction we want to go. If the word says speak. Oh Lord, I didn't have a tongue twister this morning. Speak those things as though they not, as though they were. You got to be able to speak things into existence, ladies and gentlemen. And sometimes we not just speaking enough light into our situation or for our situation. And you got to be strong enough in your mind to say that if God brought me to it, He's gonna get me through it. And I'm gonna be able to be not only be a better person, but I'm also going to be able to bless others. And that's what it boils down to at the end of the day, is blessing others.
And I'm gonna tell you the proof of that. I'm sorry, I mean to cut
you off.
No,
you're good.
The proof of that is, think of how many situations you've been in your life, and you were like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this.
Man,
I don't know how I'm gonna make it. This is it. And then you wake up in the morning, and then you wake up the next morning, it's a little further behind you. You wake up the morning after that, it's a little further behind you. You wake up the morning, and you don't even remember it. You know what I mean? It was something that you thought was going to make or break you, and you just, He allowed you to endure.
Right.
And in endurance, everything got better. Everything got easier. Now, he's never going to stop the obstacles from coming.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's all in the shaping of you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah. I think people need to understand how that word faith means so much. I would say that faith is seeing the invisible, believing the impossible, and receiving the incredible. That's what faith is, right? And oftentimes our situation is so behind, like it's so blurry in front of us, right? Mm-hmm. That we don't understand that if we just had just a inclination of faith to believe that something positive can come out of a situation, the better off we'll be at the end of the day. So
yeah, and people say that patience is a virtue. I say patience are people in the hospital.
Ladies and gentlemen, we gotta take a commercial break.
Wait. I got a spotlight, man.
No, I'm just letting everybody know to prepare themselves. Here we go.
All right, this is Impressive Monday Spotlight, right? Today I am going to spotlight my brother, Stephen Lamar King, aka he called himself OG Chaos, right?
Right.
Stephen has always been like hard-headed, right? No matter what you tell him to do, he always gonna try to, figure out a way to do it his way, right? So one Thanksgiving, my mom she fell behind in cooking, probably because she was counting nerves. You got to go back to her earlier episodes of that one. But in order to have Thanksgiving dinner done on time, she had to enlist the help of one Stephen Lamar King, right? And Stephen, she said, look, Steve, I'm running behind. In order for us to get this food done on time, I need you to do exactly what I tell you to do. I want you to pick these greens. I want you to clean them. I want you to season them. I want you to put these ham hocks in there. I want you to fill it up with hot water. I want you to grab gloves, put it on the fire. Now, what did I tell you to do? So he repeated everything she said. You want me to pick them? You want me to clean them? You want me to season them? You want me to put the ham hocks in? You want me to fill it up with hot water? You want me to put gloves on? Put it on the stove. But like true Steve fashion, he picked them, good, cleaned them, good, seasoned them, good. He put the ham hocks in, good. He filled it up with water, but he didn't put the gloves on because he was like, well, the pan's not hot. I should be able to carry it over to the fire, right? So he went to pick the thing up, and it fell out of his hand. And my mother ran in. She said, boy, what did you do? He said, I did everything you told me to do. She said, no, you don't. No, you didn't, because you don't have no gloves in here. He was like, but Mom, the pan wasn't hot, so I figured I could put it. She said, boy, I didn't tell you to put the gloves on because it was hot. It was going to be slippery because of the ham hocks. And it was at that moment he found out that fat meat was greasy.
Yeah.
Stephen Lamar King.
Is he the first one to know?
He was the first person to find out that fat meat was greasy.
Oh, I know Tyrone coming for you, dog, man. I know he's coming for you, dude. Dr. Liddell, she gonna come on. They gonna clown you, cuz I can't help you today. I can't help you, cuz I can't help you, man.
I tell you, man, my family is famous, man.
Shut up. Okay. Shout out to our sponsors. P360 Studio Toledo Arc, a service art, Ohio Unity Coalition, Penthouse Businesses and Solution Work Spot. Jesse, where can they find us?
They can find us live on Facebook, live on YouTube. You can also find us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you find your favorite shows.
Shout out to C. Brown and Damon.
Oh my God. Ladies, we'll be right back, man.
Hey, Dr. Carl,
oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hello, my name is Sean Mahone Sr., founder and executive director of Young Men and Women for Change Behavior Modification Bootcamp Program. If you are a parent experiencing issues or problems with your child, then give us a call today. Young Men and Women for Change, 567-277-5352. Productive leaders for tomorrow's future.
Your first impression matters. What if your business could introduce itself in just 60 seconds? Anytime, anywhere. Business cards get tossed. Social posts get lost. But video connects. It lets people see your face, hear your voice, and trust your story. At Project 360 Studios, we create business spotlight videos. Short professional films that introduce who you are, what you do, and why people should choose you. Here's how it works. Step 1. Plan. We help craft your story. Step 2. Film in our studio or on location. Step 3. Edit. We brand it with your logo, colors, and music. Step 4. Deliver. A powerful video you can use everywhere. Share it on your website, social media, email signature, anywhere you want to make a lasting first impression. Don't just hand out your business card. Let people meet you. Book your business spotlight video today at Project 360 Studios.
Give me one for the wake up. I'm so grateful for another day to help stimulate the mental. Time to strategize, huddle up, where's your circle? I can feel the movement radiate through the convo. Talk is cheap, turn your faith into work. I drink my second cup and put my hands in the dirt. 2 cups, drinking straight drip from the earth. Caffeinated conversations, you heard them here first. One for the wake up. One for the wake up. Two for the work. Caffeinated conversations, you heard them here first.
Merry Christmas. To be able to come out and see all these kids and everyone get together so that we can put a smile on all the other kids' faces is super, it makes my heart smile.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on. 419 The Grind.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your host, your boy, Sean Wan, in the studio with the DJ Impress.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
I ain't gonna look at you. I'm not gonna look at you. I'm not gonna look at you.
I'm just highlighting my family, man. That's it.
I'm not gonna look at you because we got a guest coming on. I need to be okay. I need to be okay. In the studio, ladies and gentlemen, with the producer of the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show, Jesse Coleman.
Okay. Good morning, Nantucket.
Nantucket. Okay.
It once was okay.
Oh, listen,
All right.
listen, man.
Sorry.
Listen, I'm gonna try not to look at you. Hold on, let me put this up real quick here. So, all right, I try not to laugh this morning. You be tweaking. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Rachel herself, who has lupus, and she has the Lupus Foundation has a walk coming up here in Toledo, May 17th, 2026 at Ottawa Park from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And we are privileged and blessed to have the Lupus Foundation here with us for an amazing interview. Let's give it up for them. Good morning. Wait a minute.
Try that again.
Hold on.
Y'all didn't know he was a mime, did you? He was.
Can we hear him?
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Third time's a charm.
There you go.
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go. Yeah. How you doing, my brother?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. So, educate us. Talk to us about lupus.
Wait, first, what's your name? Introduce yourself.
Yep, I was getting to that. Yeah. Well, first, my name is Alex, and I am the Community Engagement and Fundraising Coordinator here at the Lupus Foundation in Ohio.
Okay.
And yeah, so our favorite mail lady, Rochelle, linked us up, and I'm happy to be here this morning.
Good. I like that sweatshirt back there.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Which one?
There's no I in lupus.
Lupus,
just
only us.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
I have to thank our CEO Suzanne for that one. She loves that's her tagline.
That's our tagline.
Yeah.
I got it. So educate us a little bit about lupus. I know Rochelle has talked to us about it, but we're hearing it from the foundation now.
Well, yeah, straight from the source, right?
Right.
So it's obviously it's an autoimmune disease. No known cause, no known cure, a la, which is why we do walks and things like that, to raise awareness and everything. And the crazy part about lupus that it really takes a lot of people, back is it can affect everybody completely differently, right? So, if I had lupus and if you had lupus, let's say I'm down for the count, you're out there living life, doing your podcast, completely normal. Maybe a little bit of fatigue or whatnot, but honestly, it can affect everybody completely different. The most common symptoms, like I mentioned, fatigue, a lot of joint pain. Stereotypically, over the years, a lot of people know the butterfly rash we call the malar rash across the bridge of the nose and the cheeks there. It was for a long time considered, the gold standard of diagnosing lupus. So for a long time, if you didn't have that malar rash, they didn't diagnose you with lupus. That's since changed, with new research and science and things of that nature. But yeah, there's different kinds of lupus. The most common is systemic lupus erythematosus, which took me probably 6 months after I started at the foundation to say. But there's also discoid lupus, which, our acquaintance Rochelle has. So that is more of the skin. The easiest way to describe that for people, people of our age, is Seal, the singer. So if you look at Seal, that is discoid lupus, a classic case of it. So, that affects the skin mostly.
So what are some of the early signs of lupus where people should, maybe get checked?
So there's, as you can imagine, there are a lot. A lot of times it takes up to 6 years on average to get diagnosed with lupus, and the reason being is, it's often referred to as the great imitator, meaning that you basically have to go through a checklist of, okay, doc, I'm having joint pain, a lot of fatigue, things of that nature. They'll basically check a lot of other boxes off the list through diagnostic testing and, just going through the symptoms until they get to lupus. So that is the trouble with diagnosis. With research and everything and medical advancements, it has gotten better, but it still does take quite a while. So that fatigue is probably the most common thing that we hear from patients. A lot of joint pain. Sometimes, our CEO, Suzanne, she was misdiagnosed for 19 years as a child.
Wow.
So they thought that she had things like rheumatic fever. This was decades ago, and things like that. So they were actually taking her family, thought they were doing the best job. They were taking her to Florida every winter to put her in the sun, which, as we know now, it was probably the worst thing for her.
Right.
And she would return with, horrible rashes and lesions and things like that because she was in the sun. But yeah, the rashes, joint pain, fatigue, probably the three most common.
Okay.
Off the bat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, is there like blood work they can possibly?
There is.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So that's usually when we get to blood work, that's usually how they come up with, quote unquote, a formal diagnosis. So the last step is they'll do a test called an ANA. It's anti-nuclear antigen test. If that comes up positive, then they, given the other symptoms and things that, you're talking about with your doctor, that's kind of how they'll put the pieces together to diagnose you with lupus. I am not a doctor, so please don't ask me to describe anti-nuclear antigen.
Right. Absolutely. The reason why I'm asking is because I work with youth, right? And I'm always wondering, curious, like, could they find these, can they find out early enough in detection when they're getting certain tests ran? So like, I was talking to someone about autism and it really woke me up about autism. Now I'm learning about lupus and, is there, are they able to now show some type of research showing that they're finding it in youth in early stages?
It can be, yeah, absolutely. Like I mentioned, our CEO Suzanne, she was a youth patient. Now, with her, and given the time frame, years and years ago, she wasn't a kid when she was formally diagnosed. But looking back at all the symptoms and things, she definitely was showing those signs, as a child. But honestly, the biggest quote unquote demographic for developing lupus are women aged, in the prime of their lives, aged, 18 to 44, really.
Wow.
And they're actually finding a lot of postmenopausal women are getting diagnosed with lupus as well now.
Really?
So, yeah, so they're looking at maybe, hormone interactions there and seeing if that could be some sort of a trigger, for dormant lupus lying, within the body itself. But yeah, so I mean, I hate to keep saying it, but it's really tough to diagnose. So if there's anything, I mean, really, it's just, shows like this, us being around, kind of getting the word out on what to look for, and then from there, just talking to your doctor, honestly, and staying vigilant.
Here's a question. So if someone has lupus, what are some of the treatments that they give them to help manage like pain and the symptoms?
Yeah, absolutely. So for the longest time, there was only one drug up until about 10 years ago, and that was hydroxychloroquine or Plaquenil. Now, a lot of people will remember hydroxychloroquine from the horrible COVID days.
The COVID days, right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but that was, that was the gold standard treatment for lupus itself. And that wasn't developed as a lupus drug. That was actually an anti-malarial that they kind of backed in their way to a lupus treatment. It helps suppress the immune system a little bit. And then from there, if patients, are on a flare, they still use corticosteroids. So, your prednisones and things like that, just to get that inflammation and immune system under control if they're in an active flare. But now, luckily, actually, ironically enough, during COVID, we had, I believe, 3 drugs in the FDA that got pushed through that are more of a new school class of drugs. They're called biologics, so they're a little bit different in the way that they interact with the body. They're a little bit more targeted. So now there's drugs like the Benlysta and brain fart. It's Monday, boys.
It's Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. It's okay. It's okay.
But yeah, they're Safnello. There we go. So Safnello would be another one. So those are more the new school class of drugs. But for a lot of patients, hydroxychloroquine or Plaquenil will be that first thing that they put you on.
So, what is the percentage now of men having lupus?
Ooh, so that is a fantastic question, sir. It is still about 10% that we know of course.
Okay.
So, historically speaking, this has been, quote unquote, a woman's disease. Men can still get lupus. As I mentioned, about 10% of lupus patients that we know of are men. Unfortunately, our CEO would attest to this. Men are usually, when they develop it, it is much, much worse. Much more severe. Yeah, much more aggressive and often fatal, unfortunately.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is there like when someone is diagnosed with lupus, is there something that they can do to kind of prevent flare-ups?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of it, of course, after speaking with your doctor and figuring out the right, medical intervention as far as treatments are concerned, a lot of the rest of it that we've seen is just lifestyle changes, right? So getting that diet under control, eating, as healthy and as clean as you possibly can. Exercise, albeit you have to take it easy with exercise depending on the patient, because you got to think, your body, absolutely. And, your body is essentially attacking itself, right? So you got to be careful with that. But, light to moderate exercise is good. Not smoking is huge. And in fact, if you're on a drug like hydroxychloroquine, smoking will actually, cancel out the medication itself as far as like the benefits of it. So not smoking. Yeah. Yep. And sleep, a lot of the things, that we see just living a healthy life in general, once you get, you figure out a medical treatment that works for you in keeping your immune system under control, a lot of the rest is just like you and I living a healthy life too, right? So you got to think it's stress. It's your immune system. It's cortisol that's rising in your body and going all haywire and everything like that. So if we can get that under control, then, you'll be in much better shape.
Wow.
So, how can someone support the walk? What's the best way to support the walk?
Well, the easiest way, you can register if you want to walk yourself. You can register at lupusgreaterohio.org. If you want to register to participate, also, if you just want to find, a family member or a friend that's participating and you want to support their page, make a donation to their page to support them, you can find them on our walk site too at lupusgreaterohio.org. So that would be the easiest way. Another easy reason, like you guys and I are doing, just talk about it. And about lupus itself, amongst your friends, community members, everything. Just conversations, getting the word out. Yeah.
Yeah. So as a friend of mine, his wife has lupus, and I remember, and this is probably a couple of years back, and I asked her, I was like, what's wrong? You okay? And she said, I'm having a flare-up from my lupus. And I was so uneducated about lupus that I was just thinking, let me just be honest, I didn't know what it was. But when she said she had a flare-up and it was really bothering her, right? I did not know what I know now. And so my heart really goes out to her now, because I'm like, man, this is a real thing, you know?
Yeah, and it can be very frustrating for patients too. In fact, one of the biggest things that we hear from them as far as like, hey, what do you guys need, or like what is your wish outside of a cure, of course, would be just for people to understand what we're going through. The worst thing, this is a PSA for everybody, especially men, since this is, again, a woman's disease. The worst thing you can say to a lupus patient is you don't look sick. If you say that to them, duck. Something's coming.
Right.
Something's coming.
Something is definitely coming. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so the biggest thing that we hear is, empathy, and just, again, because it affects everybody different, and not everybody has that rash that I was talking about earlier. So a lot of people, they do look completely normal. It's everything on the inside that's going haywire.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
And that's probably what leads to it being hard to be diagnosed as well, because like I said, you don't look sick. It's just how you feel inside. And a lot of times it's hard for people to verbalize how they feel or what they're going through.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah. And pain is subjective, right? And then especially another thing we've seen, given the opioid epidemic, is a lot of doctors or clinicians are hesitant at first when a patient comes in and they're talking about, oh, I'm in so much pain. They think they're, just an addict trying to get some pills or something like that. So they're not taken seriously a lot of times.
Wow. That's sad right there. Because,
It is, yep.
Wow. And where are you guys located at? Where are you guys based out of?
So our main office is in Brecksville, so about 15, 20 minutes south of Cleveland.
Okay.
That is where our main office is, but we service the entire state. So
Wow.
next year will be our 50th year as a chapter. So
Wow,
if
congratulations.
you are in Ohio, thank you. If you are in Ohio and you have lupus, or you know somebody that have lupus, give us a call. 1-888-NO-LUPUS is our phone number, or lupusgreaterohio.org.
Wow. Wow.
And what are some of the activities that's going to be going on at the walk? Is it just the walk, or do you have different organizations or vendors, or
Yeah, so we'll have some vendors for sure. The walk itself, honestly, is just symbolic, more or less. You know what I mean? It's not a race. It's not timed. It's not competitive. Really, how it started was, obviously, it's a fundraiser, and it's our largest series of fundraisers for the years. But a lot of it too is meant to be a celebration of sorts for patients and family members and stuff to come together. Meet people that have lupus, get involved with the chapter, of course, but just be around people that know what you're going through, and to get the word out. The more people we could get dressed in purple in a park, on a Sunday morning, the more people start asking questions, you know what I mean? Which is kind of the point.
Yeah, I consider myself to be like a sponge, like to just learn something I never knew about is what's exciting for me, because I'm like, wow, like, let me just be transparent. I had no idea what lupus was. I heard about it, but I didn't know about it. So it's interesting that there are so, like you would say, pretty much 90% of women across the country has lupus.
No. 90% of people with lupus are women.
Are women? Okay.
So,
okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
There was about to be sirens going on.
Right.
No, so there's about 1.5 million Americans with lupus.
Okay.
Obviously an estimation, but in about 60,000 here in Ohio.
Wow. That's woo. Wow! Shout out to you guys.
That's
man.
just what we know of, obviously.
And I see Rochelle says she has her weekends, so she can, they can have a normal life with
people like us.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want to say your setup is really nice. We don't get people who come on a podcast and you sound and everything looks good. So
tell them it's not your first rodeo. Huh?
Yeah, right.
No.
So do you have does the Lupus Foundation have their own podcast?
We do, yeah. So it's called My Lupus Living Room. So again, you could go on our website, or if you want to follow us on the socials, at Lupus Greater OH on all platforms. So yeah, we have a podcast. We do a lot. We have podcasts, we have support groups, we do educational programs and things to teach new patients or their family members about lupus. We've done things in the past, although we did have to cut back last year because our state, which is a conversation for a different day.
Tell me
decided to cut
about
us
it.
out of their
Tell me
budget.
about it. Yeah. Tell me about it. Yeah.
But that stadium in Cleveland's gonna look real nice, fellas.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
So we've done things like like financial support for patients to help them with co-pays. We've done things like we've given people. We still do, just in very limited form now because of the cut in funding. We can try to arrange a ride to and from your doctor's appointments for you if if you're hard up or you can't drive or you don't have access to a car. Using Uber. So we've done things like that before. We've helped with food assistance for food insecurity before, things like that. So we've done a lot of different programs. Like I said, it's all a funding game at this point. So
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And let me ask you this: you talk about funding. Is there do you guys have an issue that people can get behind, to maybe write their congressperson about to help bring some of that funding and awareness back?
Absolutely, yeah. So we did, we had a lot of people last year. So the Ohio budget's it's on a biennium, so it's every 2 years, right?
Okay.
So they passed the budget last year, so probably starting this summer you'll start to hear budget talks again. It'll be passed next summer for the following 2 years. So right now, if you know your local representative, just talk to him and say, hey, I heard about Lupus. I heard that we cut funding, this, that, and the third. That's how you get that conversation going for now. As the budget gets closer, I am sure a lot of people will be hearing from us.
Right.
My boss was none too pleased.
Right.
last year.
Right. I
We
bet.
had to dial her back a little bit. We were like, yo, you can't. Maybe let's dial that back. But she is 74 and
She's earned the right, right?
She's been around the block and she's seen a lot. So
Yeah.
she was very candid. So I'm sure in the next year when that budget starts coming up, we'll have some formal initiatives, if you will, to contact. But for right now, just talk to your local legislators, tell them that this is something you care about, and
Wow.
go from there.
That'll work.
Yeah,
That'll
thank-
work.
yeah.
Anything else you would like to share with the our listeners?
Honestly, no. I think you guys did a great job asking the questions. But like you mentioned, May 17th, we're going to have the Walk to End Lupus Now in Toledo, Ottawa Park, 10 a.m., lupusgreaterohio.org to register and to find out about any of our other programs and things that we have going on at Lupus Greater OH on all social platforms.
All right, great. And one
Shout out to Rochelle, too, by the way. She's delivering mail right now, but she told me she's watching.
She is. Yeah, she's commenting in the comments.
Yeah.
I'm sure. She texted me this morning like, morning.
Are you going to be here in Toledo?
Yes, I will be.
Okay,
on the
great,
17th.
great.
Yep.
All right, we look forward to meeting you as well, and thank you so much for coming on the show. So keep up the
no
great,
problem, guys. I
amazing
appreciate you
work.
having
Yep.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a quick commercial break to pay some bills. Shout out to our sponsors, Legal Shield by Anita Madison, Sir Sandra McPherson, City Councilwoman, Young Men and Women for Change, One Creative Cutie, the Unfinished Girl Conference, the Tabernacle Church, H-Town, Premier Screening LLC, Deborah Barnett, Get Your Affairs in Order, and Mom's House. But before we go, Jesse, where can they find us?
You can find us live on Facebook, live on YouTube. You can also find us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and wherever you download your favorite shows.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Give me one for the wake up. I'm so grateful for another day to help stimulate the mental. Time to strategize, huddle up, where's your circle? I can feel the moment radiate through the convo. Talk is cheap, turn your faith into work. I drink my second cup and put my hands in the dirt. 2 cups, drinking straight drip from the earth. Caffeinated conversations, you heard them here first. One for the wake up. One for the wake up. Two for the work. Caffeinated conversations. You heard them here
Your first impression matters. What if your business could introduce itself in just 60 seconds? Anytime, anywhere. Business cards get tossed. Social posts get lost. But video connects. It lets people see your face, hear your voice, and trust your story. At Project 360 Studios, we create business spotlight videos. Short professional films that introduce who you are, what you do, and why people should choose you. Here's how it works. Step 1. Plan. We help craft your story. Step 2. Film in our studio or on location. Step 3. Edit. We brand it with your logo, colors, and music. Step 4. Deliver. A powerful video you can use everywhere. Share it on your website, social media, email signature, anywhere you want to make a lasting first impression. Don't just hand out your business card. Let people meet you. Book your business spotlight video today at Project 360 Studios.
To be able to come out and see all these kids and everyone get together so that we can put a smile on all the other kids' faces is super, it makes my heart smile.
Step by step, I'm climbing high. Left my baggage, kissed it goodbye. New shoes on my feet, scuffed the ground. Echoes of dreams, no longer bound.
Air up here is thin but sweet. Every stumble turns to beat. I'm moving on up.
Like George and Weezy, life ain't perfect, but it's looking breezy. Up the ladder I go, can't make me queasy. Moving on up like George and Weezy.
Moving on up like George and Weezy. I built my bridge from scraps and fire. Burnt down, down, climbed out the mountain.
Nah. God ain't bring me this far just to barely survive. Listen. God didn't bless me just to get by. Didn't wake me up just to barely get through the night. I'm walking in favor, I'm living overflow. Exceedingly abundantly, that's how the promise goes. Nah, not just to get by. He opened doors I couldn't pry. I'm blessed beyond the limits of my mind. Nah, not just to get by. I remember nights when the fridge was talking loud. Empty shelves, heavy prayers, faith in the clouds. Mama said, hold on, God sees it all. Even when the pocket's thin, we still stand tall. Now I see the vision clearer than before. He don't give crumbs, he prepared a whole store. If he said it, he meant it, I trust what he said. He ain't the God of lack, he the God of way made. I ain't chased the bag, I chased his face. Now grace on grace got me running my race. Every step order, every breath plan. I don't just survive, I thrive in his hands. Yeah, God didn't bless me just to get by. Didn't wake me up just to barely get through the night. I'm walking in favor, I'm living overflow. Exceedingly abundantly, that's how the promise goes. Nah, not just to get by. He opened doors I couldn't pry. I'm blessed beyond the limits of my mind. Nah, not just to get by. Words say above all I could ask or think. So I stopped thinking small every time I blink. If he owns the cattle, the hills, the land, why would I doubt what's already in his plan? Pressure tried to break me, pain tried to mold me, but purpose kept pulling, wouldn't let it hold me. I'm blessed in the city, blessed when I leave, blessed when I sow, blessed when I believe. I ain't got a scheme, I ain't got a lie. Favor got my name written front line, from the pit to the palace. Yeah, I testify. He didn't call me up just to get by. Overflow, yeah, it's more than enough. Running over, fill my cup. If you did it once, so do it again. I don't live in fear, I live in him. Overflow, I'm covered in grace. Every blessing got purpose in place. Hands up high, let the world know I ain't just alive. I'm supplied. God didn't bless me just to get by.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on. 419 The Grind.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your host, your boy, Sean Wan, in the studio with the DJ Impress.
I am DJ Congestion this morning. Goodness gracious.
Your nose sound like this?
Man, that's what it felt like on the inside.
In the studio with the insurance man himself, Tyrone McCain.
Good morning, good people.
Oh, he sat at the wrong side of the table. Hold on, Tyrone.
It's the Big Back Association. Ain't enough room on this side.
What you say about big backness?
Big backness. That's it.
All right.
In the studio with the producer himself of the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show, Jesse Coleman.
Good morning to everyone in Camden, North Carolina. I hope you're having a good morning.
I hope you're not.
Man.
Yeah, they walking around
peace
there.
Peace be with you, Camden.
Yes.
Peace be with you for real.
Tear the city up. Tear it down.
So we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the Lupus Foundation who came on and educated us and told us.
I like stuff like that.
Yeah. So they are in Becksville, Ohio, all right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm kind of putting it out there that, you know, if you're watching this, I mean, wherever you are at in the country and you want to come on air here, please, anywhere. Please feel free to do so, ladies and gentlemen.
Even in China.
Yeah.
China?
Even in China.
In China, in Japan.
I think it would. What's the time this?
Right.
It might already be tomorrow.
18 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already tomorrow. Yeah. Like, hey, it's tomorrow. It's going on Wednesday. And you'd be like, huh? He going on Wednesday.
Look, never mind. I can't wait till next week. Wait till next week's spotlight. Remember this moment right now for next week's spotlight. I'm just telling you, remember this moment. Yes.
Man.
Hey, let's bring up. We want to make sure we talk about Sharita Lacey's event. And we apologize because we don't have like the the hard copy. So it's hard for us to remember. And I am not. Hold on.
That's a nice flyer.
Yes. So it's the Women's Empowerment Brunch and Award event. It is Saturday, April 11th from noon to 4. It is at the Summit, downtown Toledo, 23 North Summit Street. And she will be awarding several prominent ladies of this area. So let's make sure tickets can be purchased at www. Excuse me. Is it sleglobal.net/Glass City Gems? And I'm telling you, that's going to be a really, really, really nice event. Just some of the people, and I can't remember all the people that she is honoring, but I know a few of them, and they are very, very prominent women in this area. So we want to make sure we support that event as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So
a lot of stuff going on in Toledo.
Got a lot of good stuff going on.
But we always have though. People always be like, "Ain't nothing to do in Toledo."
People don't pay attention.
Yeah, it's a lot to do.
What
in
it is
Toledo.
people wait for stuff. Oh, it's sold out. Okay,
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow,
Good.
that's what's up.
good.
Good.
People wait for stuff to fall into their lap. You know what I mean? If Toledo has a lot of very diverse things to do. And if you sit around and wait for something to fall into your lap, it's too late.
Oh, they wait, like you said, wait for something to happen around the corner from them.
Right.
Yeah.
And not looking, it might be something in Sylvania or Maumee that might pique your interest. You just got to pay attention.
Listen, I've been DJing
80 years.
almost 30 years. And I stay busy, so I know it's always something to do. You know,
Right,
and I'm not the only one. All of my friends
Yeah.
are DJs,
Yeah.
so I know there's always something to do. It's just whether you have the initiative to get up and find it, or if you have the initiative to support it. Some people don't support nothing and then claim ain't nothing to do.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Man.
Yeah.
And you got to get out of your comfort zone.
Right.
Everything isn't going to be, like Jesse said, it's not going to fall in your lap. It's not going to be around the corner. And it's not going to be the typical thing you do.
Right.
So if you
Experience
just get
something
out
different.
and expand your horizons, man, you'll be surprised the amount of stuff you can find around here to do.
Right. There's a lot to do, but nothing changes if nothing changes. So you got to be the change you want to be and see.
That's right.
And be involved with that. So we got a lot of we got a really good activity going on, event going on this Saturday, the Circle, so we're excited about that and being able to bring some folks together and kind of get this thing off in the right direction. If anybody has any problem with a child making the wrong choices and decisions, our 170th Dose of Reality program will be April 24th. And we always packed out. We always packed out, man. It's bananas. It's bananas, the number of youth that really need to understand accountability.
So, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No.
I was just going to ask, what does it take, or what does a parent have to do to get their child into the Dose of Reality
Nothing,
program?
just a phone call.
Okay.
That's all it is. Just call the number. And people, my number is 567-277-5352. 567-277-5352. If you would even like to come and volunteer and help out. We have young ladies that come through the program, so women are always welcome to come and speak life into these young girls. This is what's crazy, y'all. We had 6 females that came through the program, and they were all white.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This past weekend?
This past weekend, we had 6 females, and they were all white. And I was like, whoa, but 98% of our clientele is white. My heart desires young black boys and girls. And when I'm not really seeing parents taking it serious to save their children, I see that white folks will step up real quick and be real serious. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Hey, and it's not bad choices are not an ethnical thing. A lot of people make bad choices.
Right.
It's universal.
And I want to do this too. I want to get away from, and I had to learn this in my group. Let's stop calling these kids bad. Man.
Right.
Yeah.
We have to change our language as well.
Right.
They are kids that make bad choices.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's how I started framing it. Like I had when I later thought about it, I have a 6-year-old, and she literally said, I was bad. I was a bad kid. And I said, no, you're not a bad kid. You just made bad choices. She said, no, my mama told me I was bad.
You're still a baby, man. You 6 years old.
Right. You know what I mean? So we're in a process of reframing her thought process to let her know that you actually have a choice to be good. You keep making bad choices.
Right.
But just as quick as you make a bad choice, you can make a good choice.
Right, absolutely.
And hopefully that will reframe her mind. Because believe it or not, if you keep telling these kids they bad, it sticks to them. And that is their thing. Oh, I'm just a bad kid. No, there's no such thing as a bad kid. There are kids who make bad decisions. Yeah. So let's start reframing that talking piece.
Yeah, the power of life and death is what?
Power in the tongue.
Power in the tongue. So you gotta be careful with that. What you speak over your babies.
Yeah.
You know. Yep. And that's important. You think it's a game. If you won't, you're gonna turn around and see that fat meat ain't greasy.
Yes.
So Sean, like if I'm volunteered at the Dose of Reality, do I get to wear the Major Pain hat?
Heck no. Heck no.
I gotta work my way up.
You gotta
through the
work
ranks
your way
to
up
get to
the
that.
ranks, right. I don't even wear the Major Pain hat no more. Look,
Man, what?
Y'all done beat me down so much, man.
man.
I ain't gonna give y'all a chance to crack on me no more.
You know how many bad decisions I would make if you'd had that hat on?
y'all done walked me down about that.
Hey, man, that's all part of the getting
Right,
man.
man.
It's part of getting
Right.
Yeah, man.
You gotta have a hat, man.
Oh my God. Yeah, man. I was like, I ain't putting it on. I ain't putting it on.
You gotta put the hat on.
Listen, only you can prevent forest fires, man.
now he's smoking the bear.
You gotta wear that.
You gotta wear the hat, man.
Man, look. Yes.
You look too nice without the hat on, man.
Man, listen, man. Yeah. Listen. Meanwhile, back at the ranch,
We're gonna have to get you the hat, and then we're gonna have to get you that gold,
one gold tooth.
Yeah, man. You know, these kids was shaped right up.
Man, what?
Major pain. Pain. Oh man. Yeah, bro.
yeah, man. This is bananas right here, boy. But you know, again, ladies and gentlemen, again. If we don't do something to help our youth understand what making unhealthy choices where it can lead you and have you in a place you're not prepared for,
right, then
we are not doing our job. We're not doing our job to be like, you know what, maybe you need a dose of reality just so you will know that this is not a game.
Yeah.
But so many parents are coddling their child, or they letting other people tell them, oh, your child don't need that program. Send them to counseling. Send them to therapy, right? And people do that, but the behavior doesn't change, and then they back at square one. So I tell people, you know, program is not for everyone. It's not. It's not for everybody, and I get that. So, but we got to do something to continue to work together. And the one thing that I'm blessed with is I work closely with a couple of the behavior health agencies.
Right.
You know, one of them being Play.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And because look, what I do has nothing to do with behavior health. Right. I'm just here to help modify the behavior so there can be effective behavior health.
Right.
You know, it makes the job of the behavior health agency a lot easier when you have children that understands what respect is and accountability is.
Yeah.
Now you can do effective case management, counseling, therapy, psychotherapy. So you know, CBT, like you get all these, you know.
And what we do at Play is we reinforce those things. I do a calendar every month, and every day we have a different topic that we address. So we address choices, we address respect, we address bullying, all of these things we put in the calendar, and then we come up with these activities for them to do to make sure make sure you understand what it is that we're trying, we're trying to get you to, because Play is based around fun activities, But if you don't get the lesson, the fun activities,
It don't
don't
matter. Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? So we make sure that you understand, and we have questions. Like, and it's funny because like we're going on our second month now. Well, we just finished our second month, I should say.
Congrats.
So when we first started back, the kids were like, "Oh, when we get to free time?" No, we got to do these activities.
Right.
So now every day when they come in, they like, all right, what's the activity for today?
Right.
You know what I mean? What's the activity? Because we want to make sure that when you come, you got to leave with something. Well, I don't want you to.
right.
I don't want you to come in and leave the same way. You're gonna leave with a nugget of something. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Right. Yeah. I met his kids, and they all was like, "I want to come through the boot camp. I want to go to boot camp."
That's not how it works.
I said, "No, y'all."
they hear camp.
Right. They heard the camp. I was like, "Nah,
We
y'all not
typically
gonna
don't get
that."
volunteers. in
Right,
kids.
right. We don't get kids really volunteering. Right, absolutely. So yeah, so my thing is, I've always in my 20-year tenure was to show how behavior mod and behavior health works hand in hand. Now, I used to fly back and forth to Arizona. Out there, I was working with the Mesa School District out there, and that's what I was out there training and teaching was how do behavior mod and behavior health works hand in hand. And so now being able to have the opportunity to show how it really works, it's a win-win, But people will say, like when I was going into the schools, they would go, "Well, we already have a program in our school." And I'll be like, "What's that?" And they'd be like, tackle or something, right? And then I would hear, I don't know, back then it was Renew Minds or something, right? And then I used to be like, whoa, I'm not behavior health. I'm behavior mod.
Yeah.
There is a
Yeah.
difference. There is a difference. So that's what that is. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to take another quick commercial break. Shout out to our sponsors, Pink Lady Cigar Club, The Social Butterfly, Donetta Carter, Nickel Bar and Grill, Cartier One Auto Sales LLC, Your Computer Needs of Toledo LLC, Jamaican Reggae Kitchen Mon, McCain Insurance and Casualties, KSL Mobile Laundry, and Early Start Behavior Health. But before we take a quick commercial break, Jesse, where can they find us?
You can find us live on Facebook, live on YouTube. You can also find us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you find your favorite shows.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Dr. Clive, I need some sauce, man. I need some sauce, bruh.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on. 419 The Grind.
Good morning, Toledo. It is your boy, the impressive one, DJ Impress. As you can, I don't know if y'all can see, I don't know what Jesse got the camera, but Sean Wine had to step out to deal with some issues. We have the one, the only, the deacon of insurance, Tyrone McCain in the building.
Good morning, good people. Good morning.
And we have over in the corner, I don't know, he got so many names. He say just man. Jay.
No.
I call him Bob the Builder sometimes. Right. Tucked away Jay. Jesse Coleman.
They used to call me Dr. J on the court.
Jump shot Jesse back there.
Yeah, I saw the video.
Yeah, man.
He was over there with them camera tricks.
Camera trick. It was AI.
He had them AI shooting jumpers. We saw him.
Ain't no AI over here.
Yeah, man, he got a nice little jumper.
Yeah,
man.
he do.
I just had to back you down. No, that's it. That's
right.
It, you know what I mean?
Pull a chair from under you.
Look, these 15s don't fall, man.
Right.
You ever seen remember the old little boxing game where he just these 15s don't fall, man. Yeah, definitely. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hey, man, the people who we are so appreciative of, the people who tune in every morning, chime in, leave comments, interact with us, because this show is all about you guys, right?
Yep.
Without you guys, we just a bunch of big backs sitting here
talking about food,
right? Talking to each other, trying to get some sauce out of Mr. Clyde. So we really appreciate you guys tuning in, interacting with us. Call in. We want callers, man. Call in sometime. But you got something you want to talk about, something that's on your mind, something that's going on in the city that you feel like that needs to be addressed. Call in. Don't call in today because we about to go.
Yeah,
that's today.
And I was about to say about the call-in thing. Like, I think we should, if we create a segment for them to call in,
right,
and make that a segment prominent, like we always pushing it.
Okay,
I think more people will call in. So if we make a segment.
But it's hard to say, we gonna make it a segment and we be like, so and so call in, and y'all be sitting there looking at us like, I'm not calling.
So what's gonna happen? What we should do is, on the days that Tyrone is not in the building, he will be the one call in. On the days you're not in the building, you'll be the first to call in.
Okay.
So
right.
if we
set the example,
right. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I have to stop.
And I want to say, now, I'm not just thankful for the viewers, but I'm thankful for our sponsors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to send money and donate. And you too, both of you guys are sponsors too. So
yeah, man.
I appreciate the fact that we can sit here on this microphone every morning and talk about different things.
Right.
And RC donated these beautiful chairs.
Yeah, man. RC gold status, though,
man.
He
is,
man. For real. He's my younger brother, but he gold status.
He is. I tell him all the time, I say, you become more of an influence every single day.
Yep, every day, man.
Every single day. And I'm proud to say that, he's my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And what I always try to do with RC, though, is like, luckily he invites me to be a part of in a lot of things that he do, and I know, being in the hustle and bustle, you don't see the impact that you're making.
Yeah.
So I always try to find a moment to put him aside and be like, man, because we'll work so hard in throwing these events, right, and miss these moments that are lifetime memories, or miss the impact that we make on people.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I always try to give him that, hey, bro, I know you busy, but look, just take a look around. Every now and when you in the midst of your day, when you doing something, every now and then, man, just take a look around, man.
Right.
Just take a look around, and you'll find, like, when we started doing the movies, that was one thing that we noticed. Like, in the beginning, we would always be setting up, and I'm DJing and all of that. But once we got the movie started, it was always a moment where me and Tracy could look at each other and look at the families, around in these movie nights, and know that this is something that the kids are gonna remember. Like, my mom used to take me to the movies in the park, you know what I mean? All that. So we have to be able to enjoy those moments and not work so hard that we miss them.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And I always tell him, man, and he's still such, just like I always say, just a genuinely good dude, man. Like, as busy and as much stuff as he do, I could just text him out of the blue, man. He always texts me back.
Yeah.
If I call him, he answer the phone, man. He just a good dude, man. Real good dude, man.
And
he
again,
just genuinely wants to see people win and do better.
And I got to shout out his wife too, Britt, because you got to have somebody behind you that to pour into you. Because I know, as much as you give and stuff, your cup be empty.
Yeah,
so you
man.
need that.
Absolutely.
And he's a family man, so he makes sure he take time for the kids, taking them to games and all that kind of stuff. So man, shout out to RC, man. That's
going to see. He always take his son to go see the second best basketball player of all time.
Second,
the second best.
No, man.
LeBron.
Yeah. He can't take him to see Mike because he retired already.
Okay, I wouldn't say second.
Oh yeah,
second.
Come on, man.
1A, 1B.
Second. You said the second best player, basketball player, in the worst organization.
Two things can be true.
Hey man, I know Kobe like, hey man, I played, man. Hey,
Exactly.
remember me? Kobe like, hey man, I played, man.
Right.
Yeah. All right, okay. Again, we want to thank everybody for listening. Ty, what you want to lead the people with today?
Oh man, I can't keep up with the impress stories of the week, but let me see. It's Monday. It's a fresh start. It's a clean canvas. Paint your week, plan your day, attack your day, and we'll just see let the chips fall where they may.
Jess?
I just want to say, enjoy every moment that you can. I mean, we're not guaranteed to be here even after this morning. So enjoy every moment that you're here on this earth, and appreciate the people around you, your family, your friends, your coworkers, your enemies, your your frenemies, and all that. So
sometimes your coworkers and your enemies are
same people.
Right? Same people. That's not here though.
No.
All right. I want to say again, do it scared. Even if you're scared, do it. The only way to fail is not to try, because if you try, you either gonna win or learn. And we went the whole show, and I never mentioned Charles Edward Cheese.
You just did.
Yeah, you did it. Yeah.
So
be careful. Again,
again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. We will see you guys in the morning. We love y'all, and we out.
Have a good one, everybody.
I was stuck in the dark, you pulled me out the grave. Gave me breath, gave me purpose, now I'm walking anyways. Ain't no ceiling on the praise and no limit on the flow. Holy Spirit got me charged up, tell the world let's go. People hurting on the block, they need hope, they need light. Ain't no point to shouting Sundays if we quiet through the night. Jesus died for the broken, for the weary, for the lost. So I'm 10 toes down, I'm a soldier of the cross.
Got joy in my soul, fire in my bones. He lifted me up when I couldn't stand alone. So I'm hitting these streets, let the whole world know.